Greetings, 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 greetings. Goddess Queen Jamila here. Goddess Queen Jamila here. Baby, is it me or does it feel like the world is literally on fire? Like, it's giving last days. It's giving end of times. Like, it wasn't given that with COVID, but I don't know. Lately, it's been like, what? What's going on and who's in charge? And more or less, like, what do I do? Because that be the real thing a lot of times, that things are happening and you don't know what to do. What do you do? How do you cope? How do you deal with it? Um, I'm currently just trying to answer some of those questions myself. It's really important to acknowledge that even though I'm a spiritual life coach, I don't know everything. I think I need to say that for the record because a lot of times it's easy to see me, hear me talk, hear me philosophize, hear my theories, wisdom, all that good stuff, and think, oh, she's good. She has all the answers. She knows everything. Peace and greetings. Peace and greetings. Yeah, it's easy to think that, I have all the answers. I know all the things, et cetera, et cetera. But in reality, I don't know all the things. I don't know all the things. The situations that are happening in life right now are so it's like the unpredictability level is at 1,000, maybe even 100,000. Is it just me? Do you feel that way too? It just feels like right now things are unpredictable on a level that is spiraling, genuinely spiraling. And it's hard not to get caught up in feeling into the fear, feeling into the insecurity, feeling into the unrest, like just scrolling on TikTok. Just, hey, good morning. I'm here for a little scroll. In less than 5 minutes, I've seen a woman clutching her 3 children for dear life in Sudan. I've seen um, the Supreme Court voting on the Voting Rights Act to restrict people, Black people, from voting in America. I'm seeing food subsidies and food benefits being canceled in the United States, which is going to put a lot of homeless people. There was a video that I watched on TikTok, and I saved this video because it was so unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This video was of a lady in a court. She was in court. She's there next to her attorney, and the judge is like about to release her. He's telling her, hey, I'm going to release you, for time served. And this lady puts her hands together and says to the judge, please, can I just stay in jail? Because I'm actually homeless. Can I just stay in jail? Being in jail was better than what's happening with the hurricane in Jamaica. I watched another video of was in Jamaica vacationing, and when the hurricane struck, she was at a resort. Now the resort is charging um, $300 a night, $325 a night for everyone. Every person who's there has to pay $325 a night. Okay? And the reality is that some people were only there for a 5-day or 6-day holiday. Now they're trapped indefinitely. They don't know when they're going to be able to get out of Jamaica because of Hurricane Melissa. You're charging people $325 a night. Yeah, yeah. I'm just reading a comment. That's sad to hear and always hungry in the streets and struggling enough to give up. There really is no happy side in it. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, you all. Like, I usually don't get caught up in these type of stories. Like, emotionally is what I'm saying. I don't usually find myself feeling as much as I've been feeling. But lately, it's like these feelings are exploding. You can hit like if it's you too, if you feel this way too. If it's not, like, is it just me? Like, I knew things were bad. Granted, I knew things were bad. I knew things were looking very sketch. But it's like it just keeps going from bad to worse. It just keeps going from bad to worse. Greetings. So is it just me? You can click like if this is you too. You can drop a heart if this is you too. Like, what is happening? And the reason why I say that I try not to get caught in this, whatever this is, this thunderstorm, this parade, is because I understand that that energy, that fearful energy, is what the matrix really feeds on. Like, let's get into some of these spiritual laws, right? That energy, that fear energy, that is actually meat and potatoes. It's food for these systems. These systems do better when we are all collectively afraid. When we're all collectively afraid, somehow we get paralyzed. Somehow we find it hard to move forward. Somehow we find it hard um, to know what to do because we're in that fear, we're in that state of emotion. It's really the at the basis of adrenochrome, which is the energy that they harvest from children. This is why another reason that children are coming up missing and being abducted and ending up in these um what is it called, sex rings, or like when they're kidnapped and they can't get out and etc. Like, this stuff is happening across the board. uh so that's why I asked you, is it just me? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good, like not too thrown off with what's taking place? Like, you all, I woke up in Tanzania, my peaceful country, Tanzania, was protesting in uproar, burning things, clapping back, beating people up, destroying property. Like, what is happening right now? And I'll say this because it needs to be said. I strongly, I don't feel hopeless. I just feel sad about these things, sad about the state of the world, sad about the way that things. I don't feel powerless. I feel powerful, but my power really is attached to my community. My power is attached to those around me who also see what's happening, who also get it, who are also walking in divine light, who are also spiritual and holy beings, who are also disruptors and changers in this crazy system. Yeah, I feel powerful alongside my community. I feel powerful alongside my village. Like, that is the basis of the power. And that's essentially why the system would not want us to be together. The system would want us to be uh split up and divided because we do feel powerful. We're together. We feel powerful when we're with other people who get it, who know what's up. I've been kind of going back and forth um about I've been going back and forth. Oh, okay. This is a question Q&A sticker. I've been going back and forth about school. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Goddess Queen Jamila, and I am a ceremonialist. I'm a priestess. I'm a spiritual life coach. I've been a spiritual life coach for about 15 years now. That's a long time. And I have been enrolled in a master's program for the last like year or so, headed into a PhD program. And my PhD is going to be in African feminist spirituality, African feminist study. In what aspect? In the aspects of African culture, African tradition, where it intersects with spirit. Where does African feminism meet spirit? Which is really a crazy question in and of itself, because it starts with African feminism. Like spirituality starts with it. So it's a crazy concept and a crazy theory in and of itself to ask where does it meet it, because it started with it in the beginning. Um, when you know about ordinances like the Sibyls, then you understand that even Catholicism was something that came after Black women introduced these spiritual and religious principles. Yeah. So there's just a lot of things to study and things to offer and contribute. But this morning, and just as a side note, this morning I was just spazzing out thinking about the fact that I wrote this book, Goddess Awakening, Rise of the Divine Feminine, and I don't feel like it's taken off the way it's supposed to. Like that book is clapping across quantum fields. And I sat up there and thought about the fact that my professor could have literally featured my book in her class, because in her class she was writing about women in world religions, and in that particular class she was highlighting different groups, so Asian groups, Latina groups, white groups, Wiccan groups, just different groups of women and their religions. And she got to the black side, and what she wanted to do with the black side was talk about this unhealthy dynamic that exists between us as Afro descendants and Christianity. And in this very, very toxic, she picked a very toxic book and decided to go into this in a very toxic way. It was a toxic story. And it was one of those moments where I was wringing my hands together, because, first of all, this was a book about a woman's trauma and her getting beaten up, getting assaulted, her mother almost died, it was so much going on. It was so much going on. And how after all of her abuse, like she got burned in a fire and, under fire and Christianity and this and that. It was just so much. Uh. But I came back in response to that book reading, and I just said, like, why did you pick this book? You did Black women. You came to this chapter on Black women for this class, and the book that you want to choose is the book that is about Black women being abused, Black women being mistreated, Black women going through poverty. Like, why they do that? Why they like to do that? Why they like to do that? There's more to the Black woman's story than abuse and misogyny and being victimized and being beaten up. There's more to Black women's story than being a single mother, working 80 hours a week, being abandoned, being fatherless. There is more to Black women's story than being Christian and celebrating white baby Jesus on the in the manger and on the cross. There's more to Black women's stories. There is more. What are we talking about? Like, why you didn't write the story about, why you didn't select the story about the Black mermaid? Why you didn't select the story about the woman who found herself off the coast of Portugal in Ibiza on a night when she is outside with 1,000 people and found herself on a platform pulled up on a stage? Why you don't highlight those stories? Y'all, this is what I asked my professor. Y'all not tired? Y'all not tired of them old, she gotta work hard, the mammy and the mammy, and she gotta slave herself and kill herself. Stop measuring Black women's piety based off of her sacrifice. Stop measuring stuff like that's not a measuring tool. Stop measuring Black women's piety and how good of a person she is and the standard of how she shows up. Stop measuring that based off of how much she sacrifices. It is not our sacrifice and our suffrage that defines us, at least not anymore. We out here living our best life. We are out here consciously choosing the soft life, and y'all still out here trying to measure us based off of how much we've sacrificed. It's sick. It's actually sick. It's actually sick. We're not gonna do that anymore. We're not doing that. We're retiring that in 2025. Okay. So yeah, that book that the professor had us read, I was very highly disgusted with it. One of my classmates um, brought up a movie that was kind of going along with the same thread. It was called like American Author or something, maybe American Writer. And it was basically about a Black author, male author, who had been writing books for years and years and years, and he couldn't sell his books. Like he had a good one, and then after that, he just wasn't selling his books. Like companies were like, "Bro, your stuff sucks," and the finally, in an attempt to be sarcastic, he wrote this book that was about every single trope, every single stereotype, um, every single propaganda based personality of Blackness in America. He wrote a book in that style where language was whatever, like he's speaking in Ebonics to the highest level. He is just writing nonsense. And he did that to be sarcastic, submitted it to his publisher, and the publisher submitted it to he submitted it to his publicist. I don't know, whatever the guy is that collects your stuff to sell your stuff to companies. And these people were like, "Oh my God, we want to publish it. We want to publish it right now. Like, can we offer you $1 million for this book?" And he was like, "What? This was sarcasm. Like, I wasn't even trying. I'm not. What are we talking about?" And they're like, "Yeah, we absolutely love how real this is and how raw this is and this and that." And the guy is like, "This is not even serious. I wrote this to be fun. Like, tell them I'm not selling this. I'm not doing that." And he just was so confused, perplexed. He was asking, like, are white people not tired of these stereotypes? Are they not tired of these tropes of Black people? Are you not tired? So for me, writing my own book, And my book is Goddess Awakening, Rise of the Divine Feminine. My book was published in 2021 or 2021, yes. And it's literally about my awakening into who I am today, my awakening as the Goddess Queen. And with this particular work of art that I have created, you are being offered the story of a Black woman's true and honest spiritual journey, where I'm speaking about what I used to be like, and now I'm telling you about the journey to become what you see in front of you today. I'm speaking about my trauma. I'm speaking about living in poverty. I'm speaking about sexual repression, being high anxiety. I'm speaking to you about all the things that I struggled with and the journey, what tools I used, the steps that I took in order for me to go from point A to point B to point C, etc. And this journey had nothing to do with white, sweet baby white Jesus swaddling in the cloth in the manger. It had nothing to do with that. It had nothing to do with white Jesus who died on the cross for my sins. It had nothing to do with your typical traditional Black woman spiritual religious doctrine. It had nothing to do with that. And that would have been a more appropriate book in that class of women in world religions, because there are quite a number of us who are finding ourselves outside of religion, who are finding ourselves through these beautifully odd pathways: self-love, isolation, traveling, plant medicine, drinking herbal teas, taking classes, going to group coaching, therapy, so many different modalities and ways that we are finding ourselves as Black women in this new age and this new era. And it does not involve sweet white baby Jesus in swaddling cloth. And that may upset academia, the system. I don't know. I don't know who that upsets. I don't know who is would be mad, or who is mad at the idea that we are finding ourselves outside of all these methods that did not involve finding ourselves, that were pushed onto us, that were forced onto us, that were conditioned into us. I don't know who would be upset about that. But the bottom line is that we're not choosing to go that one route anymore. There's a lot of us who are choosing to do things differently and do things in a way that is aligned with I, aligned with self. I did a whole season on my podcast. My podcast is also Rise of the Divine Feminine. What's the name of my podcast? This is like year 4. I did a whole season of this on my podcast recently, where I'm just interviewing Black women who have found aspects of themselves abroad, who have learned more about themselves now that they are living abroad, who have traveled outside of the place that they were born in order to discover pieces and parts of themselves. Our grandmothers weren't doing that. Our great auntie wasn't doing that. Our Mima wasn't doing that. Our big mama wasn't doing that. She wasn't traveling to Paris to find an aspect of herself. She wasn't traveling to Bali to live in Bali for 6 months and tap back in to her divine essence. She wasn't moving, packing up her stuff and her 6 kids and moving to Croatia. She wasn't packing up her 5 kids and moving to Costa Rica. Our ancestors weren't doing these things, weren't living this way. They lived differently. They operated differently. But all that we are doing now is just putting us directly in commune, in relationship, in alignment with our divine energy. And so this is the pathway for us to stay anchored and stay grounded even while things are crazy. Again, black women, black women, black women as the mother of civilization. We are mother of civilization. Black women are mother of civilization. There is nothing anyone can do to undo that. We're mother of civilization. Like it, love it, leave it. We are mother of civilization. And the reality is that we've been so bamboozled. Propaganda. Propaganda is something serious, you all. I didn't really even understand the full definition of propaganda until I entered into this master's program and really just started to sit with these actual definitions of the word propaganda and how we have been influenced beyond our own desire. We never asked for any of this. I never asked for any of this. Never asked for anybody to sit down with their own agenda and try to push different concepts on me. How spirituality needs to look, what religion I should choose, what morality is supposed to be for me. How can you decide what? What? It's moral for you to give 10% of your money to the pastor. What? Did y'all see that video of that pastor who was receiving like donations inside of the church? And while they were receiving donations inside of the church, there was someone who came with a $2,000 check. $2,000 check. And when they came with that $2,000 check, she handed it to the pastor in the front of the church alongside her grandson. And as she handed it to the pastor in the front of the church alongside her grandson, the pastor told her that it was not enough money. She had like, I think $2,100 instead of $2,500. And the pastor was telling her, that's not enough money. What kind of time are we living in, you all? What like, for those of you who still believe in heaven, are you buying your way there? Is it based off donation? Like, what is it even based on? What is it even based on? All these fantasy rewards points that are supposed to be collected from being a good person and doing a good, like, this is a whole entire hustle. This is a hustle. It is a hustle to put people in such a high state of suffering while living this life on earth, and then tell them that their reward is waiting for them somewhere else. What? Y'all listen. Listen. This is such a pivotal time for me in my life because I am going through a season of awakenings. That's the best way I can describe it. Like a seasoning of awakenings. Like there's so many things just back to back on repeat that I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's why I came on here today and I asked you, is it just me? Is it just me? Are you all feeling this way too? Is it feeling off to you? Because I'm mother of civilization and I'm feeling off. So I can't imagine how any of my babies are feeling. How y'all feeling, babies? How y'all feeling? This is serious. This is very, very intense. It is intense to see that so much of the life that I thought my children would have access to, they actually won't have access to it all. Whether it be from environmental mess ups or whether it be from political anarchy, whether it just be from the state of human beings not human being. These people are not even people in no more. Y'all, that they are literally attacking people who are scared that they won't have food benefits. Did y'all see that lady with the toast? That lady sat up there with a piece of bread crunching on dry toast and said that she isn't worried about people who are scared about losing their food benefits in America because they're worried about losing it in November. She's saying, what did you do with October's benefits? She asked the people, what did they do with October's benefits? Maybe I should try that tactic too. When my landlord asks for more money, like for November's rent, I should be like, what did you do with October's rent? For all the people who want to come put gas in their car for November, I'm going to ask you, what did you do with October's gas? What'd you do with October's gas? Were you frivolous? Did you drive to go see your mother when you could have just walked? What did you do with what you were given from the month before? Like, people are not even what's happening? Yeah. It's giving life the scammy part. It's giving the scammy part. This is the scammy part of life. This is the we've been bamboozled part. This is the wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. What is this actually about part? It's giving it's not fair. I marvel in seeing people who are bringing kids into this world because I'd be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Seeing this amount of suffering, seeing this amount of suffering, bring who? Yeah, exactly. It's not easy out here. It's just not easy. So one thing I'm doing in the name of self preservation, in the name of community preservation, because I am a community leader. I'm an elder. Don't get it twisted. I'm an elder. I am one who people in my community can come to me to gain understanding. It's strange though. It's a position for me because I wrote on my Substack hasn't been created yet. I been people in being an elder. Everyone who's older is not an elder. Everyone who is senior is not an elder. There are a lot of immature, absolutely childish, unintelligent people who are old. Absolutely immature, absolutely childish, which is why I oftentimes talk about the need and the benefit of rites of passage programs because rites of passage programs are part of our cultural progression from one stage of life into the next stage of life, and not having that anymore the way that we need to is really putting us in this position. And one of the reasons that I'm considering making an a mentorship, yeah, making that a mentorship, like an eldership mentorship, just to make sure you all can see me. Can someone tap on the screen? I don't know if it's likes or something. I'm a TikTok gal most of the time. So please tap or drop a heart because it looks like I might be frozen. I'm not sure. If I am, I can jump off and come back. But if someone could tap. Okay. If someone could tap on the screen to let me know if you can see me and hear me or if I am frozen. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's just where we are. So, in the name of self-preservation, in the name of communal preservation, in the name of all the things that I align with and I believe in and that I know to be true, I am going to go on a fast. And here's my public declaration of me going on a fast for 30 days. Can I show you all my fasting kit? This is going to be the first time that I'm doing this formally. So let me get my fasting kit so I can show you. Can I show you all my fasting kit? This is crazy. Because never have I ever done this. Never have I ever done this. Yeah, fasting is absolutely not just healthy, but it's a necessity. Oh, thank you. Your story as a beautiful black woman is just starting. Do not limit this world from your beautiful babies in life. Right on, please share and build. Oh, thank you so much. Don't make me cry on here today. No, okay, so let me talk a little bit about fasting, then I'm going to show you my kids. So, fasting is a way to reset the body completely. Like I told you all, I have been just watching the state of the world and feeling all this fear, just feeling like, because I am a person who genuinely cares about the state of other people. I don't have to know you in order to care. I don't have to know you in order to empathize. Right is right for me, wrong is wrong. Right is righteousness, is when you're treating people with love and kindness. Wrong is the opposite of that. So, seeing people mistreated all over the world has really taken a toll on me as of late. And then this hurricane and Melissa, and seeing people having to pay money that they don't have. And it's just a lot, the SNAP benefits, all this stuff. My uncle is going through some things in the Gambia. So, fasting and nature for me right now are my two chosen healing modalities: fasting and nature, fasting and nature, fasting and nature. And the suggestion was made that I do this 30-day fast. And this 30-day fast has like a preordained, prescribed kit. It comes in a kit. And I went to a farm recently, an herbal farm, where I met the owner. And he was the one who gave me a tour. He hosted me, so very generous, so very kind, and showed me all the herbs that he has on the farm. And I have to be honest, as someone who is a self-described herbalist, I have never seen that many live herbs on one farm before, like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful herbs. So I decided to go ahead and purchase the 30-day fasting kit. And detoxing, like I said, it's a way to reset the mind, the body, and the spirit. And I'm going to start my detox actually like in nature more or less. My plan is to go to a waterfall. And I don't know if you know this, but I am obsessed with waterfalls. So my plan is to go to the waterfall in the Volta region and to do my fast there. And I'm so excited about that because I have needed to be in commune with nature. I have needed to be in the arms of Mother Nature, and it's a blessing with everything going on in the world. It's a blessing to be able to retreat. It's a blessing to be able to take the sabbatical for myself and just be with myself and Mother and the divine. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the contents of my 30-day fasting kit. Do you want me to lift it up and show you, or I should just, let me just do this like this. Let me see how I can arrange this. Yeah. Okay. So here is my fasting kit. Okay. Okay. You can see it good, right? All right. So the the person who's made this kit, the owner, the name of the company is Zatafia. You can see it, it's in small letters right here. But these are all the contents of the kit. I'm going to start with this one because it's my favorite one. This is a herbal salve, and this salve is um, for pains, like pains in the body, physical pain in the body, just things that you may have going on. Me, I've had a lot of knee pain. I had a knee injury recently. So this I've been rubbing on my knees. I've been rubbing on my shoulder and my neck. And I'm happy to say that it does help because it has the following ingredients. It has coconut oil, moringa, baobab castor oil, shea butter, and some other things that I can't pronounce. But it is an herbal salve, so it works really well, and that's one of the contents in here. This is immune system support. So I'm not yet sure how to take these things yet. Like I'm still learning what I need to do, like how often I take it. But this has justicia, this has blue vervain, garlic, blackjack, and palm alcohol. And palm alcohol is made from palm oil. So this is the immune system support. The next thing is, this is like the most necessary thing, which is the colon purge, which is designed to help you expel. And I think this is this castor oil? Yeah, so this says coconut oil and orange peel. So it doesn't actually have castor oil in it, but we give thanks and praise because this is what you be needing. And I don't know if this is a spoon every day, but baby, I'm hoping that this helps me to release anything in my colon. This is a colon purge, colon cleanse. This here is the Master Tonic. And again, I don't know how often I'm supposed to take this, but this is like a juice essentially. And I think I might even take it the first day. Let me see what it has. It has pineapple vinegar, spices, aromatic herbs, and vegetable. It serves as an immune booster, probiotic, a natural antibiotic for the treatment of infections. Oh, the dosage is here. It says take 1 teaspoon a day. So this is the Master Tonic. I'm sure that's going to be sweet and yummy. We got the colon care tea. And this is a teaspoon in pre-boiled water for 10 minutes every single day. We got 2 packs of moringa powder, and I don't know why he gave me 2 packs because we got moringa like crazy in Tanzania, but this is the moringa powder, and this is everything. Moringa is everything. I can't even, like, if you have an infection, if you need to build your immune system, if you want to be strong and healthy and great, moringa. It's moringa. This is kalawala. And this I don't have any experience with. I don't know what this is actually for, but we're supposed to put a teaspoon of this in pre-boiled water for 10 minutes and consume 2 cups of tea a day. So I'm pretty sure this is designed to help with parasites and cleansing as well, Kalawala. So I'll do that in the morning and in the evening. And then this is Justicia Secunda tea. So I've been learning more about this because Justicia is a blood tonic, and it just rids you of all the things that you really don't need hanging out in your blood, like all the things that might be dragging you down, and you're unaware of. So this is a really, really big deal. And this is one of the things that he made sure that he showed me, even in the herbal garden, is this Justicia Secunda. And then this is baobab powder. I don't really know why this is in here, because this is something that we use to make sweet drinks. So I don't really know what the baobab fruit powder is doing in here, but I do know that he is suggesting that we eat raw foods the whole entire time, not to eat anything cooked. And I feel like when I'm doing a cleanse, that it would be better off for me to just not even eat at all. This is how I be feeling. But this is the detox kit. This is everything that I got in the detox kit, and everything all laid out. Like I mentioned before, the name of the company is Zatafia. I know it's hard for you to see it here, but it's spelled D as in dog, Z as in zebra, A as in Adam, T as in Tom, A as in Adam, F as in Frank, I as in ice, A as in Adam. So if you're interested in getting this detox kit, this is what the basic detox kit looks like. And then he actually has one that is a step above this. It's a step higher. And yeah, that is the kit. So I'm going to be doing 30 days. 30 days of detoxing with somebody's prescribed system. I'm excited about it. Wow, okay. Take moringa capsule. Like, moringa is the best. The question that I have for you is, if you're taking moringa capsules daily, then what is the effect that it has on your body? Like, what do you notice? How has it helped you? You know, what are the benefits that you notice with moringa? So that's how I am counteracting all this toxicity right now, by fasting myself and going out to nature and sitting in nature for days and days and days. No sleepy afternoon feeling. Okay, so you feel energized. That's beautiful. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. I'm hoping for that as well, because I have felt low energy. Like I said, there's a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Like, how did we get here? And after the detox, I probably need to do it until the end of the year, like until 2026 hit. Cause baby, and this year I really have been gang banging with my food, gang banging with my eating. Oh, I have eaten enough to last me for the next 18 months to 24 months. I was about to say the next 5 years, but it's not that much for 5 years. I'm not a big eater. I'm a picker. The time that I did eat, though, was when I was in London, and I went to this wonderful restaurant called Jam Delish. It was so good. Sorry, is it me, Margaret Rose? Or do I say Mem Margaret Rose? Is it me? Okay. Okay. Pink Himalayan salt with green tea. That's actually clutch. Because that pink Himalayan salt is full of minerals and everything. Anyways, I don't even know why I did not travel with it. I was supposed to come with it. I was supposed to be eating it every single day, sprinkling it in my tea every single morning. Have not been doing that, but at least this morning I got up, I didn't have turmeric tea. So, yes, with that being said, Margaret, are you in my WhatsApp group? Are you in my WhatsApp group, Margaret? Margaret Rose. Yes, absolutely. It's the minerals for me. Ah, okay. So I think you're a black woman, and I have a WhatsApp group for black women who are all over the world. And it's just a supportive environment. We share herbs, we share stories, we uplift one another, we share affirmations. We just do a lot because it's it's challenging out here, and it's really good when we can come together, love on one another, keep each other uplifted. There's so many different situations that happen and other people cannot understand it, and so it's good to just be in community. It is a community, and you can subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, but if you want to um, join the WhatsApp group, then I'm going to put the link. Let me see how I can do that. I think I can just give you my WhatsApp number. Is that I don't this goes to show you how I am not even social media. Let's see. How do I even write anything here? How do I write? I can't I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I think it would be better if you emailed me. If you email me, I can send you the link directly. If you're interested, no pressure. Okay. Okay, no judgment. No judgment. Thank you for being honest and thank you for keeping it real. But you can still follow if you'd like. And yeah, thanks for being with me today. So with that being said, you all, I am about to go and I will see you probably tomorrow. I'll probably be back on live about this same time tomorrow. All right? Peace, peace.